Hello, welcome to the daily. Hello. Welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm here every single day. I just take your 12 questions at 12 noon in Central Time in the U.S. I'm in Chicago here. I've got a kitty on the desk sleeping over here, just turning around and snuggling back in. So everybody snuggle in for a little time for questions. I will go through the chat. I'll look for anything in all caps. Anything that's in all caps, I'll know you're talking to me, and I will take your questions and then read on them. When I'm done here, I go down into the description box and the first pinned comment, and I put in all the time stamping for today. It does take, it is just me here, just so you know. There's no production company thing. I do everything. So it can take me time to get the time stamping in. It can take me, it might not be there an hour later. I mean, it's juggling. So, but it will be there. It will be there. It just takes a little time sometimes. Rose drapes. Thank you. I particularly liked these, but and my I've got these wonderful. They're sort of ruby slipper. It's really hard to see, but it's actually glittery. But I've got these ruby slipper nails on, which I really like. But anyway, okay. 10% of all income that comes in the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. If YouTube dumps a bunch of comments and your question gets cut off, just post it again and put a YT right in front of it, then I'll know that YouTube cut it off earlier. If I don't read on your question, it is never anything personal, and I really would feel terrible if I hurt your feelings. And occasionally we have someone who feels like I'm blowing them off. Sometimes I have to go by my intuition. Sometimes I'm getting an empty room feeling, or I just feel like that's not for today, or it might be something I've read on recently, or there can things that can come up, but it's never anything personal. And I really, like I said, I really would feel terrible if I hurt your feelings. So, and people here are really friendly, so they'll try to. If you feel like your question keeps getting missed day after day, other people will try to help and what have you. We have a really great community here. Thank you for that. Thank you, Impish Artist. That is very kind. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to look for your questions. All right. And starting at the top here, what I can see, just looking for anything in all caps. Let's see here. Okay, Marilyn. Will we get to see Barr's memo unredacted where he says not to charge Trump? Virtual hug. Oh, virtual hug. What happened with that? Did Garland ask for an extension? Is that the last I heard? What is going on with the Barr memo? I must ask the Google. Hang on. Barr memo. Not charge Trump? What did it say? Okay, back on May 5th. So, what has happened? 3 weeks ago. Oh, 3 days ago. U.S. Attorney General Garland weighs in on release of Trump-era obstruction memo. There was a Monday deadline, and they have until May 24th to appeal a decision. Have we heard? Do we know? Do we know? I've come down to the bottom of the questions here while I write this down in case anybody's heard anything. Today's the deadline? Oh my goodness. May 24th deadline. Appeal. Release. Barr. Obstruction memo. Release. Oh no, release. Appeal release of Barr obstruction memo. Yeah, that's number 1. That's going to the top. Will Barr. Kathy Marino, Will Barr? I'm not sure what you mean. He can't do anything. Pamela's saying maybe on Matto tonight. I hope so. Oh, is it Victoria? Happy Victoria Day, Canadian peeps. Okay. I think I saw a question earlier about reading on Canada, so happy Victoria Day. Canada. That's on the list. Okay, so it doesn't look like... Oh, rainy. Good evening from a wet and blustery England. I hope you're having a good evening. Okay, so there's no information there yet, it doesn't look like. So what was next here? Oh, hello, Barbara. Oh, hello, Disrat. And, okay. Nanette, will Chicago's feral cats rat control be successful? Ooh. Okay, will Chicago. You can't see it, but it says Chicago right there. And it's not reversed or anything. I don't know that it matters. To some people it matters, but just so you know, this isn't reversed. If you were sitting right where in front of me like that, looking right at me, this is exactly what I look like, and you can read that. And I am left-handed, so I don't know that it matters, but there you go. Okay, what is going on with the hair? Quit it. Quit. Shh. Quit it. Stop. Now it's a mess. Oh well, that will have to do because it's in my way. All right. Okay. Will Chicago feral cat rat control be successful? Okay, that'll be number 3. Thank you, Nanette. Sally Gal, did 45 attend the fundraiser in New Jersey 2 days ago? I thought that was the whole reason he was going there. I thought that was. Well, I mean, he needed to leave. He needed to leave Mar-a-Lago, but my understanding was he actually timed it to be there for that. Is there some? Let me know. Is there some kind of question about this? Is somebody saying something different? I didn't know that this was, and is it controversial in any way? Please let me know, because I hadn't heard anything like that. Let me know, please. Okay. Thank you, Pamela. Paula, can you ask about the future of the black fungus disease in India that's a side effect? Maybe weakness to it would be a side effect, but I saw an article. I didn't go read through it because I don't need nightmares. It was saying that the next big thing might not be viruses. It might be killer fungus. It's like, oh, good. Yay. But anyway, future of black fungus disease. Seriously, you can never say I don't care about you or your questions, because I'm a germaphobe. Do you know how much I want to read on that? But I'm going to, because you asked, and it's important. People need to know. So I care. I do care. Future of black fungus disease. in India. Okay, that'll be number 4. Thank you, Paula. Thank you. Okay, and thank you, Linda. Debbie, Autumn, wondering if Canada will become a communist country? I'm puzzled by the question. But anyway, I've got it. I've got that down. Okay. All right. Oh, Catherine Rodriguez, just wishing everyone a good day. Please put anything in all caps if you're talking to me, please. That would make my life easier. Alexander says it hasn't been released yet. Okay, so today's a deadline. But is he going to appeal, or do we know anything? Carrie, will Andrew Giuliani win in New York? I've read on it multiple times, and I haven't been getting anything positive for that. But if you're on down here somewhere, there'll be the name of the channel, Black and Orange. If you click on that and then go to the main page, there'll be a search somewhere over here. Or if you're on your phone, it'll be somewhere over here. But there'll be a search, little spyglass. Click on that. If you put in Andrew Giuliani, it'll come up with the multiple readings I've done on that. And you can just click on just go into the description box, just click on the time, straight to them. So I hope that helps. But I've read on it a lot recently. So. Okie dokie. Thank you, Carrie. Okay. Sally Gal, can't find info on it. Fair enough. Thank you. Maybe they're still deciding. Sally Gal, rumor is 45 is being held in a bunker by the government. Is Trump being held in a bunker? All I can think is I would not want to be in an enclosed space with him. By the government. I'll do that right now. 13:30. I love the rumors. I love rumors. That was fun. All right. Thank you, Mims. Is some poor bastards stuck in a bunker looking after they're stuck in an enclosed space with Trump. Oh man. I knew you guys wouldn't disappoint. Yeah, Bashard is saying that I have to call it a bonker. Yeah, because he's bonkers. Yes. Oh my. Let's see. Are they holding Trump? Is the government holding? I'm hearing peals of laughter. I'm just getting, oh my gosh, being stuck in an enclosed space with Trump, having to listen to him, having to smell him, having to just. It's the deep state. The deep state has got it. It's all Pelosi. The deep state. Don't tell anyone. No, they don't have it. Cat saying it'd be a cage match in my case. Surely, maybe he's on JFK. He's with JFK Jr. Tourist attraction. No, they're waiting to make decisions about how they're going to go after Trump legally. No. But I love the rumors. Keep them coming. I love it. No, he's having a hissy fit. Democrats, governments are in control of the government, and Trump's upset about that. He'd be angry about the people around him. It would be different. But Elaine saying he's been captured by the deep state. Oh, Impish Artist wins everything today. Hang on. What did I miss? Deep state of confusion. You guys are great. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you. Thank you. All right. What else we got here? Thank you, Mims. And Elizabeth, is Ivanka pregnant? I can ask. Apparently, it's going to be a day of getting up close and personal to people. Geeks. All right, we'll have a look at that. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. Paula, people who are recovering from the illness get it. India declared it an epidemic. Oh, geez. That's sad. Yeah. Pamela's got a no to that question. Dave's got a no. Well, okay, so there's some argument going back and forth in the chat, or disagreement, I should say, going back and forth in the chat. So I'll look at it. Okay. Kathy Marino, what has been going on with Hawley as he's been quiet? Yeah, we haven't read on Josh Hawley in a while. What is he up to? Is he panicking? Hang on, let me open up here. Josh Hawley. Hustling. No, I'm getting more hustle than panic. Anyway, we'll read on him. Why is Josh Hawley being so quiet? I'm getting money. He's working on some fundraising, and he's working on some deals to make money. But I'll read on. That'll be number 7. Thank you, Kathy. Okay. Pamela's saying, has anyone actually seen 45 since last Wednesday? Do you want to? I know what you mean, though. Oh my gosh. He's just, well, have we asked the Google machine? Somebody do me a favor, go ask the Google machine. Oh, great Google, we beseech thee for the information. Where is the orange Fuhrer? Okay. And okay, here we go. Wondering Eyes says Dr. John Campbell was talking today about black fungus. It was very informative. Oh, okay. We're definitely looking at it. Thank you. Tiara, will Gaetz' ex-girlfriend give enough damaging information for the investigation? Okay, will Gaetz's ex-girlfriend. Give enough damaging info for the investigation. Okay, that will be number 8. Okay. Thank you, Tia. Thank you. Okay. Laura's asking who is likely to get indicted first. I'll see what comes up. I usually need like options, like this of these people, but let's just ask straight up, see what happens. Who is likely to get indicted first? Okay, that'll be number 9. Thank you, Laura. Thank you guys for your great questions. Thank you. And for being here. Polywanda, will Mars and the Moon be used for proxy wars in the future? Near future. Will Mars and the Moon be used for proxy wars? In the near future. Got it. Okay, that'll be number 10. Thank you, Polywanda. Thank you. Okay, I've got that. Having a look still. And okay, still looking. Okay, I need 2 more questions. I've got 2 questions here. One I've been reading on very recently. The first question: will Marjorie Troll Greene ever be kicked out of the Senate? We have not phrased it that way, and sometimes that helps with these questions to word it just a little bit differently to come at the issue from a slightly different angle. Will Marjorie Troll Greene ever be kicked out? She's a representative, so she's in the House, just so you know. So I'll say, will she get kicked out of the House? All right, that'll be number 11. Thank you, Haiti. And Katie's asking, are we going to get multiple stimulus checks in the future? I've never been able to get a positive reading on that. Sorry. I haven't picked up on anything like that. I'm sorry. Oh, what is this? Net, thank you. Thank you. That was very kind. Thank you. Okay. And still looking. Mims, why has Crazy Bobert been so quiet lately? She hasn't been. She's been in the news. She just stuck her foot in her mouth again, or said something equally crazy. She hasn't been quiet. Dawn is saying, Autumn, the no from folk was RE, Canada, and communism. I didn't think so, but we're still going to read on Canada. So, thank you. Okay, guys, I'm just going to start reading. I still have space for one more question, but Pamela, we honor the Google machine. Yes. Oh, great Google. Oh, great Google. All right, I'm just going to start reading on what I've got. Katie, I hope you're feeling better. Okay. And so I'm just going to go down to the bottom. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right. So let's look at this whole whole thing about Barr's 26. All right. So for those of you out there who have not been following the news and who've had, I don't know, a life unlike me, basically what happened was May 5th, I think I just saw, a judge turned around and basically said that the fact that Barr's memo that was his justification for not indicting Trump, he basically, when word of all of the obstruction of justice, Trump's obstruction of justice came down, Barr should have, it would have been okay if he had gone to the people, all the lawyers in his department and what he's looking over, and said, okay, what's the legal side of this? Should we do this? What have you? He didn't. He basically said, we're not doing this. Give me justification for not doing this. Give me legal justification for not doing this. So that's a big no-no. You don't decide ahead of time like that. And then he lied about it to the court. Oh, that's an even bigger no. So the judge actually got hold of the memo, read it, was horrified, was really angry, but decided to give the current DOJ a couple of weeks to decide if they wanted to appeal the sentence, or the ruling, rather, not sentence, the ruling, which was this memo needs to be released as is. And today's the deadline. So it's a matter of, I can't imagine Merrick Garland doing much to try to protect Barr. He spends every single day trying to clean up after the complete mess that man left. And that man knows the law. Merrick Garland knows the law. I heard him when I've told this story before, but there was one of the Trump appeals, and Merrick Garland was on this appeals court. There were like 9 judges, and he was the last one, and I didn't even realize he was there. But I was listening to the whole thing, and Trump's lawyers were making stupid arguments about, I can't even remember which stupid argument it was. And they went down, and a lot of the judges were like, no questions, or, oh, what about, this thing in general, blah, blah, blah. There's a Judge Garland. Yes, I have 2 questions. And you could hear like he was leaning over, and when in the briefing where you say this exact thing, is this in reference to this, or, and there because there was this ruling. I mean, he knew. And then he's like, my second question, you could almost like hear him like get up and go over to somewhere else where like the papers were all laid out. He's like, okay, and the second question for this with what and it was like, wow, you are on it. That man knew what he was talking. He made the other judges look like, I don't know, Whitaker. the giant toilet, the deep toilet man. I mean, it was the most incompetent, Anyway, Garland has no patience for this garbage from Barr. None. So let's see. What's going to happen with this memo? Are we about to see this memo? Merrick Garland feels like he is in a perpetual state of really? 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 Man. What's going to happen with the Barr memo? Oh, I'm feeling some excitement. Oh, I'm feeling excitement. I'm also getting Barr is going to lose his license. Lying to judges, not a good idea. Queen of Pentacles. Politically married to the Republican cause. Because he remember, he was the one who was behind the pardons of the Iran-Contra people. Last time he was Attorney General, before this time. And you thought it couldn't get worse. Oh yeah, this it's coming out. Want the world to know. Let that memo show. Evidence communication will be used as evidence. It will weaken republicanism in general, showing the corruption. This energy, it's like yay, and then it's like oh, and then it's evidence of communication, and then the energy rebounds back this way. Evidence of communication, evidence of. It's weird. So the energy just goes down, back up. Yeah, it's going to be released, and we find out what it was. Oh my gosh. And then, oh, okay, something is maybe done about this. I think it's coming out. Fingers crossed. Okay. Mims, I agree. I feel so bad Merrick Garland has to wade through all of this garbage daily. Poor guy. But he is up to it and will receive the Plumber Cleanout Guy Medal of Honor. Yes, he deserves that and much more. Hello, Clarence. Oh, I'm getting some real excitement. And then I'm getting, it's coming out, and then they're going to do something about this, right? Okay. Oh, Canada. 34. All right. Polywanda, Garland's immense plunger. He's going to need it. Taking over after Barr. Hello, Canada. Happy Victoria Day. I hope you are well. Is it just me? I mean, you guys know me. I love America. I'm very patriotic. At the same time, I can recognize that Canada is our neighbor to the north is kind of like our nicer and more sensible sibling. How's Canada doing? How is Canada going to do? Oh, Lori's saying, hi, everyone. Enjoying a beautiful day in Ontario. Excellent. Mims Canada shines, actually. Fantastic. Oh, thank you for being here, Fi. You're recovering from the trauma, from COVID, the whole mess. So. Okay, economy's trying to recover, but temperance is good. You helped your people more during the crisis, and because of that temperance, not letting as many people suffer, helping them out, things can move forward. Also, I'm going to guess you have a lot more people vaccinated than we do, like percentage-wise. I'm getting recovery. I'm getting slow. It's very slow, but I'm getting slow and steady wins a race. Keep on keeping on. I don't know that I can add much more than that. It's good. Sometimes good news is boring news. Electra, they don't. They are struggling with vaccines in Canada. Really? The U.S. had to help Canada get more vaccines. Okay, fair enough. Hello, Shirley Kent. I can see you. But if you're talking to me, just make sure you put things in all caps. But I saw. Everybody needs a vacation. Just about everybody in the world needs a vacation right now. But it's also holiday. It's getting some economic slowness. There'll be some hiccups in the economic recovery, but you're doing the right things. And I'm just this looks like it's a lot. This looks a lot worse than it actually is. Then the energy on this isn't as bad as it looks. This is the pandemic itself around the world. Keep on keeping on. That's what I have to say. Shirley Kent, I posted a question 7 times in all caps, had no response. Oh my goodness. Shirley, where's Shirley's question? Could someone post Shirley's question, please? I absolutely, I'm sorry, I think your question was missed. Anyway, Canada, happy Victoria Day. Keep on keeping on. Be you. Just be you. You'll be okay. All right. Now to Chicago, my hometown, 3930. Yes, there is a rat problem, apparently, and they are trying to use feral cats to take care of the rat problem. I don't know the details, I'll be honest. But I'm assuming they are spaying and neutering feral cats, because if they are doing that and just letting them go or moving them all to one area where there are a lot of rats, that would be good. As long as you're spaying and neutering them, Chris Wickens, I posted a question 5 times. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, hang on. Okay. Okay. Shirley, hang on. Shirley Kent. Shirley Kent and Chris with a K, Kriss. Chris Wickens. Okay, I've got space right here. Pegasus. Oh no, I'm so sorry. You're saying maybe take questions via email before each reading, so you don't have to search. No, the back and forth is, that's part of this. Also, I really, email and I are, anyway. Let's see. I'm looking here. All right. So does anybody see their questions anywhere? Because things have... Okay, I'm not seeing it here. Okay, so I'm not seeing it there, but you let me know. Ed K posted 2 questions today. Surely I can see my question. Ed K. So all right, I've got space here. I'm gonna read. If you guys will help, I've got 3 spaces here. I'm going to read on your questions. Shirley Kent, Chris Wickens, and Ed K. Please put it in chat. If I don't see it, maybe someone else will see it. Your questions are going in today. I'm reading on them. Okay, it's important to me. Your questions are important to me. Okay. Mims, YouTube is removing some of the questions. Oh, geez. Okay. YouTube is deleted questions all weekend, Katie's saying. Oh, okay. Alexandra, I looked for it and I don't see questions. Okay. All right. Well, if anybody, if somebody gets it, just please put it in all caps, maybe even like repeat it if you see it. Put the person's name and then the question, and I will. Shirley Kent, YouTube. Okay, will Trump's doctors be held accountable for not recognizing or drawing attention to his mental incapacities? That's a great question. Shirley Kent. Okay, will Trump's doctors be held accountable for not drawing attention? I'm not going to say that for not recognizing his mental capacities, because we can recognizing isn't the issue. It's not drawing attention to it, not drawing attention to Trump's mental capacity. Okay, so I've got that. Absolutely got that. So now I just need Chris Wickens and Ed K's questions. Okay. And all right, I don't see it yet, but I've definitely got that one. All right, so we're going to look at the kitties. 40. Chris, you don't have to rephrase anything. Just try again, please. 45. Kitties. Something just went racing by outside. I don't know what that was. That was odd. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. Mims. Thank you, Mems. Appreciate it. Kitties. $25.15. Well, Chicago. Hey, I don't know. Hi. I'm usually reaching so far out to, go somewhere else, or it's like, okay, where is Chicago energy? It's like, whoa, hi. Matter of fact, it's right downtown's there. So, is using feral cats to sort out the rat problem. How's that going to go? The Pied Piper. Why am I Pied Piper? Pay the cats? Take care of the cats? Or something bad will happen? I don't know. Okay. All right. Knight of Wands. Four of Swords. I think they're going to be unintended consequences. That's what I'm getting. I like anything that helps cats. That's just me. Crazy cat lady. Hi. But I'm getting Pied Piper. You're asking the cats to do something and they'll do it, but then they don't pay them. They don't treat them the way they should. And I'm not getting, like the Empress here, I'm not getting cards about nature per se. The rats in secret. I wonder if they tried poisoning them or something. So, okay, we'll do this. And it does kill the rats, but then the program is suspended. There's some unintended consequence here, and I don't know what it is exactly. I wish I had better news. Kitties. Okay, there's sphinxes, but kitties. I don't know what else to add there. Oh, Ed's questions above. Okay, what have we got here, Ed? Yes, for quinoa. Hey, quinoa. Perhaps a cat should unionize. Okay, Ed's question. Ed. I don't see Ed anywhere. Pamela, I need a wrench. Hang on. This will take just a second, everybody. Sorry for the delay. We're trying to sort out YouTube being YouTube. Occasionally these kinds of things happen now and then. Ah, what is this? Okay. One second. Thank you, Pamela. I've given you a wrench. Thank you. All right. Ed's question is, will the Republicans give up silly audits that render voting machines unusable? Is there some stinky agenda we don't know about? Yeah. But, well, we do know about it. But, okay, Ed's question is, will Republicans give up audits that are making voting machines unusable? Okay. Got it. All right. In that case, I will close this out. I will go back here. And here we are. Okay. Chris's question about the Blackwater guards. Were they a part of January 6th? Blackwater guards. What Blackwater guards? What am I missing? What did I forget? I'll write it down. But were the Blackwater guards? I've got the song Blackwater by Raintree Crow, which is David Sylvian. I've got that. I get that stuck in my head every time there's something comes up about Blackwater. Were the Blackwater guards involved in January 6th? Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks everybody for helping. Takes a village to get questions through YouTube sometimes. They got a pardon from 45. Oh, pardon guys. Okay. They got a pardon from 45. Got it. Okay. Yay. Thank you, everybody. We got it sorted out. Okay. Okay, you guys are awesome. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. You're good people. You are good people. I don't know. I don't think I ever did anything good enough to deserve you guys. So thank you. I was saying that's Eric Prince's group. He's the brother of Betsy DeVos. Oh, yeah. Oof, that foul stench. All right. So first, so number 4 here, we've got 50. Plenty of time. We're going to get these. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Chris. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Yes, and thank you for everyone for being patient. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Okay, 54. Ooh, black fungus. And I've still got Raintree Crow's Blackwater stuck in my head. Black fungus, don't take me with you. All right, black fungus in India. Medical care. Overwhelmed medical care. I don't like this. Rachel Wood. Oh, you've got the Doobie Brothers now. Oh. Oh, Blackwater, keep on rolling. The Mississippi, won't you keep on shining on me? Oh, this is a seriously overburdened medical system. They'll help where they can, but they're going to be on the they need international help. They need international help, and they will be happy to get it. This is not good. They will get help. It will, and the help they get will actually help, as opposed to, sometimes other countries can step in, and what they're actually doing isn't, it's like that just made things worse, or that didn't do anything. No, it will actually help, but they're completely, it feels like the whole system is creaking and about to just collapse sideways. We're asking about the black fungus in India, on top of the top of COVID and whatnot. Oh, thank you, Sia. Thank you. On top of the COVID and all that nastiness, they're now dealing with this black fungus, deadly. This is all their medical. But keep fighting the good fight. Keep fighting the good fight. That's all I can say to those people suffering in India. Very straightforward energy. There's nothing underhanded here. It's very straightforward. They're suffering. They are absolutely suffering. Whew. Young and old, poverty, burden. I'm afraid it's dark for the moment, but others will help. And there are always good days ahead. Sometimes it's in the long run, but will they eventually get a handle on this? And the world, as things get worse, if things get worse in India, the world's already helping. The world will help more. The world will come together to fight COVID, but also yes, this is good. This is aggressive administration of what needs to be done. They'll get a handle on COVID and this illness, and there are good days ahead. There are good days ahead, but it's awfully cloudy between here and there. Some serious storm clouds, but hang in there. There are good days out there. They're coming. Okay. Bless. Okay. Josh Hawley. Why is Josh Hawley being so quiet? 59. The person who wanted me to ask if Ivanka is pregnant, whoever that was, do you still want me to read on that? Just let me know. If you do, I'll do it. But I read on her just a couple of days ago, and I just cannot stand that woman. Kathleen saying, yes, I think she is. Oh, you want me to? Okay, I'll read on it next. All right. But right now I'm going to ask about Josh Hawley. Roll my eyes. I might break something. I'm going to roll my eyes so hard. Why is Josh Hawley being so quiet? Oh, yes. He wants to be Trump. No, he wants that sweet MAGA money. He wants to replace Trump. Thelma, I do want to know. I didn't ask. Well, okay, I'll read on that next. Hawley. This is right. Hawley's is finding it hard to find laundromats for his white sheets. Yeah. Seek help, Hawley. Seek help. Ick. Josh Hawley. Why are you so quiet? What are you up to? What are you doing? I don't know his history, but I'm not feeling a whole lot of accountability in his past. I'm feeling a whole lot of entitlement. John is saying Hawley wants to replace the hand over the heart with a raised fist. Yeah. Yeah. He's raising money. That's the main thing he's trying to do right now is raise money. And get his own business things going. He absolutely wants to be super rich. That's his goal. Thank you, Sue. Oh my gosh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Insurrection. Matter of time. Yeah, I wouldn't really necessarily be spending my time looking for mansions, Hawley. Spending your time on Zillow, looking around for dreaming about the biggest house you can get, because this is looking like you might be going to the big house, just not the one you're after. Yikes. Okay, he's raising money. Political stuff, personal stuff. Oh, and he wants to be the star. But he feels very small. He doesn't feel like he has a whole lot of... He doesn't have anywhere near as much money as he wants to have. This is the insurrection, but there's going to be judgment. It's a matter of time, a legal decision, and then capital letters, law enforcement. Law enforcement hearings, you name it, coming for him. I wonder who he was talking to. These are not wussy little cards. Yeah. This is major arcana and fallout of such a heinous thing as trying to overthrow our democracy. Yeah. Wishing for that big house. Careful how you word that. And your daily affirmations for a big house. Okay. 104 is Ivanka pregnant. She may want to be. I don't think Jared wants another kid right now. Fallon, deep breath. You can do it. Thank you. I don't know that I should talk about personal stuff, like some of this stuff feels like it's none of my, I read on politics, so I only want to know as far as, because she would likely be trying to use it to shift how much blame or legal fallout she might be facing. And there's a lot of it, because she was right down in the corruption. There we go. Okay, now we're back up in the business energy. Business White House energy. Yeah, okay, we're back in an area I'm comfortable with. How much do I say here? I don't think she is now. And it's right now her mind is on money and business, and her possibly trying to use that to get out of some kind of legal thing in the future. It's not something that could be done easily. When the sword of truth comes at the whole weed of crime that bears bitter fruit, the whole corruption of the family, she's still going to be held accountable whether she's pregnant or not. That's what we need to know. That will have no effect on I'm happy to answer. If Ivanka is pregnant, will it affect if she goes to jail? Okay, that happy to read on. Okay, now, okay, Gaetz's ex-girlfriend, will she give enough damaging information to investigators? 108. 108. Will Gaetz's ex-girlfriend give enough damaging information to the investigators? Let me see here. Gaetz. These days, I don't mind reading on Gaetz as much. He's had some of the wind taken out of his sails. It's like all this stuff came out against him, and then he pushed back as hard as he could, and now it's kind of old news, and he's just waiting. He's just left waiting. But how can you settle if you're waiting potentially to be arrested and all this other stuff to happen? What, you just put it out of your mind? How good is he at compartmentalizing? He's a toddler. He's a man-sized toddler as far as emotional development goes. Mims is saying Gaetz understands it's getting real now. Yeah. All right, Gaetz's ex-girlfriend. I mean, being human means you likely have an ex somewhere in your past that it's like, oh man, what was I thinking? But wow, this is a whole other level of. So Gaetz's girlfriend, are you going to have really important information. Polywanda, could Gaetz also fake a pregnancy? Gaetz getting up there. Your Honor, you can't send me to jail. Oh, he's worried. Yeah, this is the card of worry. Evidence, a lot of it, that can be looked at very closely. Gaetz, what he threw out on the water coming back to him, some real nastiness. Relationship well and truly, forget it, gone. But this isn't just a relationship. That's Gaetz himself. Oh, I just got a sharp pain in basically I just got sharp energy in this energy. It's nasty. She's mad. Yeah, that's a card of evidence. That's evidence they didn't have. It's being looked at very closely. So the question was, will Gaetz's ex-girlfriend give enough damaging information to the investigators? Well, that is my card of evidence. Right at the center of this is it's like someone taking a meat cleaver to Gaetz's the timeline of his life. There's a before and an after. Kaboom. What? Okay, I'm staying out. Squadio is saying Gaetz's engagement to Ginger Lucky appears to have been faked. Maybe we'll have to look at that at some point. But anyway. All right, let's see in general if we can get some information. Just because there weren't any specific names. Let's just see if something comes up. Who is likely to get indicted first of all the scumbags? You, scumbag, will you be indicted first? You, Madam Scumbag. You, Miss Scumbag. You, Mr. Scumbag. The Right Honorable Scumbag. Scumbag Esquire. Who shall be indicted first? What do you think? It might be because I just read on him, but Gaetz jumped to mind. Yes, ma'am. So many scumbags from which to choose. Fruits of labor. How do you choose? How do you choose? There are so many. Oh, yoy. Linda, the Black and Orange Tarot and Traveling Comedy Show. Yes. I'm trying. Okay. All right. These are our clues. The clues are... Oh, is Andre here? From Astrology Alert? Oh, wonderful. You sound like me with all the insults. You have some good insults, Andre. It's good to see you. All right, these are our clues. So you guys you're gonna help. We're gonna put this together. All right, fruits of labor. In other words, there are many scumbags from which to choose. Who will be indicted first? But this is the number 7. So there may be 7 potential or most likely people of the big names we know about. Or it might be a group of 7 suddenly. But who knows? All right. That's the card for the reading. We have a lover's card. This could be either like the disgusting garbage Gaetz was into, or it could be like married couples. But that's a prosecutor. That King of Swords, that is a prosecutor. This is a lawyer or a district attorney in the center. The most powerful card here is the Magician. Okay, so this is speaking to indictment. So there's definitely something coming. Okay. It ends with my card of the 9 of Cups here. This is my other card of evidence, but this isn't evidence that they are accumulating. This is evidence that they already have. They have what they need. All right, so that's this card. This 5 of Wands, this is all right. Actually, we can take, because this is the indictment. That's a prosecutor, DA, it could be lawyers. It's legal. It could be a judge even. All right, and they have the evidence they need. Okay, so we're looking for clues as to who it might be. Seven of Pentacles, which can also be money, a Lover's card, and the 5 of Wands, which is rancor. And this is often Trump stuff is Wands. It's Wands are fire signs in astrology, and there are good and bad sides to each. Is the word I'm looking for modality for each of the, I think it's modality. I could be using the wrong word, but for earth signs, air signs, water sign, they all have good and bad sides. The bad side of fire signs is Trump, with that Leo ascendant, that belligerent, in your face, bludgeon you, obnoxious. Yeah. But this is a lot of people like that turning on each other, throwing each other under the bus. Elements. Thank you, Andre. Yeah, modalities is the mutable, fixed, and cardinal, I think. I may have just shown my ignorance again. Pamela's saying, so 7. Gaetz, Don Jr., Giuliani, Sniffy, Ivanka, Eric, Weisselberg? Could be. Thank you, Pamela. Trump. See, I would think it would be Gaetz. I would think Gaetz would be next. But if we're talking 7, throwing each other under the bus, Trump, Sniffy Jr., Ivanka, Eric, Giuliani, Kushner, Weisselberg. Thank you, Sterling Roses. Thank you. Those are our clues. I would have thought it'd be Gaetz. Lover's card, it may be. Or maybe, I don't know. That's what I'm getting. All right. Oh, okay. We're going to wait on the Mars and Moon question just as a nice, and something nice. But for now, 120. Will Marjorie Troll Greene ever be kicked out of the house? Yes, please. Can we vote? Black and Orange channel votes aye. Oh, Marjorie Troll Greene. She's got some legal problems. I'm definitely getting legal problems. Hello. And it doesn't, I know the tax thing, but I don't think it's a tax thing. Could be, but that's only part of it. It's odd. Rachel. Marjorie Troll Greene has a lot of problems. Yes, she does. All right. Is Marjorie Troll Greene going to get kicked out of the House? I wouldn't want Pelosi mad at me. I really wouldn't. At all. Hi. How you doing? Yes. Like he was just walking over her like, whatever. I think she's got insurrection trouble in her future. Toe beans. Boo boo. Yes, Marjorie Troll Greene. Are you going to get kicked out of the House? There's an institution. Sort of truth. Democrats are in charge. She was belligerently pushing for everything insurrectionist, but partnership, Democrats working together. Institution, sort of truth. This feels like, see, the January 6th Commission, even if it goes through, their report isn't due until the end of the year. But that's what that feels like. It feels like it's an institution bringing the sword of truth. That's the House. Or a commission created by the House. Maybe it's an internal review, in Inspector General. It's bigger than that. Bigger than that. More people than that. See if I get any more information. Pamela's asking if we can get another round of 7. I think we could, but I've got a lot of questions to get through. Sorry, maybe tomorrow. Keen was saying Team Pumpkin. Pumpkin is a good boy. Yes, he is. He just finds this room very boring. What I'm doing here, it's very boring. But I've seen him multiple times today. Petted him and gave him water, turned on the tap for him, opened the window for him, and made sure the drapes in the front window, the front room on the house were open, so he has his bed in the sunbeam this afternoon. Fool following a fool. She's a Trump supporter. All right. She's going to get run out. Absolutely run out of the House. Something, I don't know when, it might even be next year, but she is going to get, that's a message. Get out. Run out. After all the garbage she has, quote, after all the blank she has pulled, enough. No, you're not, you're done. You're done trying to poison this well. You're done. Message out. Very strong. Very strong right there. Okay. But it's not going to happen soon. Stinky. All right. 125. 30. Shirley Kent's question. Okay. Will Trump's doctors be held accountable for not drawing attention to Trump's mental incapacity? I mean, on the one hand, you have HIPAA laws and privacy laws and all of this kind of thing. However, something to stop well, maybe there would be. You would think that if for the president of the United States, that if the doctor sees something and the president is saying, I'm not going to do anything about it, maybe the doctor could go talk to somebody, but maybe they can't. I don't know. I don't know if there's any different laws at that level. Basically, it feels like anyone who has on their resume, oh yes, I was a physician to the president. Oh really? Which president? Trump? Oh, then you're a moron. Their reputations are toast. Trying to keep up. It's a facade. There's a facade. Don't give the Democrats anything. Just healthier than you. Surely, yes, but if the person is prone to violence, it is the doctor's responsibility to report. Yeah, but his doctors were out for the money and the prestige and the money. And they would go so easy on him. They'd lie for him. There were times we don't know about where they would kind of rush him out of being seen for medical to keep up the facade that he was healthy. And you keep your mouth shut. I've got a whole bunch of bad doctoring, bad motivation, and lying and facade. And I would be surprised. Quinoa, Trump dictated his medical reports. Yeah. Surely, I'm not talking about physical. I'm talking about mental. Well, yeah, that's what we were talking about. I mean, if he was prone to violence, something should be done. I mean, he's never been the sharpest tool in the shed. And do you guys remember Dan Quayle? Yeah, I'm not. I'll just turn these. No, they bad judgment. Go out there and tell them that I'm perfect, everything's perfect, and you've got a good future ahead of you. No, they're privacy laws, and it feels like a very gray area. Astrology, yeah, that's the right card for him. Okay, what is next? I hope that helped. I hope that helped, Shirley. Okay. Chris had a question. We're at 1:30. Were the pardoned Blackwater guards involved in the January 6th insurrection? I gotta find them. Find this energy. Help. Were Blackwater guards who were pardoned Queen of Wands, and they, first of all, they do feel they felt an obligation. They do feel an obligation to Trump for what he did for them. So politically wedded to Trump, but also I'm feeling hatred toward like Pelosi. That doesn't mean they weren't necessarily there or involved, but let's have a look. Yeah, they're killing Iraqi civilians convicted in 2000. Yep, there's the insurrection. Two aces. What it feels like is normal work out in the country, just working. And this isn't necessarily sort of truth coming for them. It's what the bad things they've done. Well, the biggest bad things they've done are known. That's what that feels like. There's not a lot of deceit here. They're still rotten human beings. Not saying they're nice. I'm saying that this it feels like the sort of truth isn't coming. It's already out there. But let me see if I can get anything else. Has anybody heard anything? Training others, asked Shirley. Their jobs feel elsewhere. What it's worth. Do check with other readers, though. Insult to injury. Well, they're all about that. Corruption. It feels like their nastiness is now available for the highest bidder. But these are small. This is a page. This is, and whatever the last card that was that I was just holding up, they feel small. It just feels like they're out working somewhere, but and their lives are much smaller. Thief card. They got what they needed from Trump, and that's ended. They got away with, well, arguably they got away with murder. But that's over. That's what I'm getting. Do check with other readers. Nobody's 100%, including me. It's usually the consensus among readers. That's most likely what's going on. Okay. Ed had a question. 135. Will the Republicans give up these crazy audits that are making voting machines unusable? Thank you, Rochelle. Shirley Kent, someone read that they were indirectly involved. Could be. Thank you for letting me know. All right, now let's look at Republicans, the audits that are making the voting machines unusable because they are messing with stuff too much. Will those be stopped? Republicans are scrambling, aren't they? Party of the underhanded at this point. Will the audits be stopped? Oh, no, fighting for the Republicans, fighting for the fighting for their country. Quinoa is saying if you charge the Republicans for the replacement machines, they'll stop. No, I think they would try to get them replaced by like machines they could control, maybe, or something ridiculous. Cyber ninjas. Fear not. But we're going to do the thing. That's the Democrats. And this is federal. Legally putting all the legal swords in the back of this nonsense and the rise even more of Democratic power because they stop with the destroying the machines and do something about the voting rights, voter suppression, I should say, and that causes more people to be able to vote Democratic. The lover's card, why it could have a couple of different meanings. What's with the lover's card? That feels like the strongest card there, where it's just like taking the person's thumb off the scale and suddenly look at that. Biden administration. For this time period, it will be seen as the Biden administration era. Insult to injury, burden. They're going to keep trying for now, but this can turn on them instead of them being like, yes, we're on the horse, we're going legally, we're going to. It's like, yeah, and legally, if things change, they can come for you. I think it's going to take a little bit of time, but the readings I've been doing, it looks like on the federal level, they're going to do something about voter suppression laws, and that would include things like audits and something. And the Republicans are going to go nuts because states' rights. Yeah. Until the time when it wasn't convenient for you, please. All right. So Last question today. I think I've done 15, 14. This will be my 14th question. Okay, so at 140. $140.30. Will Mars and the moon be used for proxy wars? Will Mars and the moon be used for proxy wars? I'm getting a... We'll see. Andre's just like question mark. Like, what? That was the question. Number 10, will Mars and the moon be used for proxy wars in the near future? Depends what you mean by war. Is it an economic war? Is it a, there's talk already of possible satellites that are armed in some way or can defend themselves in some, I don't know exactly. This is feeling very terrestrial bludgeoning. It doesn't feel very space-like, unless you're talking about Burroughs, the books about Mars. It's just completely escaped me. Astrology alert. Andre's saying, oh, it must be because different countries are going to the physical moon and also Mars. Yeah. Yep. That's not war. It's so hard and so expensive that there might be some in the planning. So, okay, this is what we should do, but it costs so much money and it's so hard to do. And then it's like, look, I'm just here to do my thing here and get that done. And International Space Station type, but mostly I'm just here to do my thing, get my mineral bits of ground and go home, or I'm here to do my thing. And I'm not getting, it's far too big and expensive in near future. Now, once people like in near space, like, layers of Earth's atmosphere until you reach space barely, that might change. But Mims is saying space will be only for peaceful pursuits. I hope so. We'll see. I hope so. Mims, space donuts? Oh, you had to mention donuts. Oh. The international sign of the donut. Okay, that's gonna do it for me for today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for this was fun. All kind of, whew. Oh my gosh, Pamela Shin is saying, my daughter is currently working on a project for NASA at UC Irvine to protect the satellites. Interesting. Excellent. That's really cool. All right, well, I will be back tomorrow because I am here every day. I am your bad penny. I keep showing up. And today in 2 hours over on the Book Art Media channel, I will be there for writing sprints. If anyone would like to work on their own creative project, we just do 25-minute blocks of work blocks where it's just a timer. You just work on your thing. And then the 3 minutes between them, you can say, oh, I've made progress, and we will encourage you. That's what we do. All right. Hang in there. There are good days ahead. There are interesting days ahead. All right. And I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you, Mims. Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow.